Hello, everybody. This is AutismFather,
Hi, this is just Blue 333.
and we are on the Autcraft server at the brand new Patreon house built just for patrons, and we thought we'd give you a tour. Blue here was the one in charge of the build. She led the build team, consisting of our patrons. Can you tell us about the build process? Who designed it?
Sure. So this house was designed entirely by our patrons themselves. We had a meeting and got everyone together and asked them, what is your vision for the Patreon house? What do you guys see? Where do you want to spend your time? And they made some pretty amazing mock-ups. And what we did was we went around and looked at each player's mock-up and we would take things from each build. So our house was not designed by one particular Patreon. It was designed by a collective, by everyone. Every part of someone's mock-up made it into the house itself. And so we put them together, and then we came up with 3 different phases, and we put them Patreon members on phase teams, and that's how it started.
Awesome. What were the three phase teams? What were they? What did they do?
So the first phase is structure, because you have to have bones, right?
Right.
So we had to do some structure, and so we had a group. I think that one was a little bit smaller group of 4 or 5 players, and they took the structure from all of the mock-ups that we saw, and they condensed them into the build that we're currently looking at. And so they were in charge of everything that is structure, so walls, floors, the outside structure. So, yep, they are the bones of the group.
So that's how we ended up with the sandstone and the look
That's
that
how,
we
yep, the
have.
sandstone, yep, the palette. They are the ones also that kind of finalize the palette, which for us is the cyan, the yellow, orange sandstone, as you can see.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I believe we have spruce throughout. We do use some dark oak and some regular oak, but spruce is our main
Out,
wood here.
out here is the backyard. We'll get to that.
Yep.
Because phase two was the inside of the
So
house.
phase 2 was interior. So all the details that you see, the paintings, the tables, the carpets, the dance floor, as you see right here. This is our dance
Mm-hmm.
floor. We will be using this area for a bunch of different things. When we have birthday parties, when a Patreon member has a birthday, or holidays, like for instance, in a few hours, we're going to be having our Christmas party in here. So things like the dance floor will be utilized. We have a little DJ area, and we'll be putting together packs so that the players can have, all the same music on. And so we'll be able to all dance and have a good time to the same thing.
Great.
So, but going back to your question, sorry. These two, yeah, that's what they
That's
did. They
awesome.
did all the details. Anything that you see that's interior wise, as far as picking everything from, if you see these potted plants we have on the side, to the banners, to the decor heads, this right here in the middle of the great room, this pattern. So this is all the interior teams. That's phase 2. This was a larger team. I want to say we had 10 to 12 on this team.
And we have two different staircases. One goes up
Yes,
much
we do.
higher. One goes here. So this
Yes.
this this really makes the house look a lot. It's a lot bigger than what it appears to be
It's
on the outside.
huge. If you want to stand where I'm at, if you come down just a little bit, I don't know if you gave this view or not, but if you stand and you look up, you can see there's so much detail that went into not just the staircase, but the walls. And even looking at the way they were able to do the banners up on the wall to show the
Yeah.
Patreon logo. And there's a lot of detail. These players are incredibly talented. So yes, you want to go up this one first?
Yeah, we'll go up to the. It's almost like a split level mansion, right?
It
Like there's
is. It's like a
floors in
split
between
level.
floors.
Exactly. Even separate staircases. So a lot of these areas, and we won't go into too much detail, otherwise it'll be a very long video,
Yeah,
but
there's a lot
a
to
lot
this
of
place.
a lot of these areas are just more hangout. It's just different
Speaking
places
of
in
hanging
the.
out, come on
Oh,
out
do
to
we
the
have a few
pool.
here? Oh,
Yeah.
check it out. Yep, some of our patrons are here hanging out. They don't they don't know we're here, so
Yeah, we're
um
invisible, just giving the tour, but they're hanging out by the pool.
they're
It's
here.
great.
Yep, and you want to show them this? This is pretty cool.
Oh,
So
this. Yeah.
yeah, so
Step on
if
here
we have.
and.
Yep, jump boost. So you're able to jump up and actually jump into the pool. A lot of cannonballs have been happening the last couple days. So
It's a nice little
And it's
touch.
just kind of exactly, that's the kind of touch that there's stuff all through the house that is just pretty unique. So yep.
And this is where we shall eat cake.
Yeah, this is where we're going to be having a Christmas party here. Like I said, in a few hours, we're going to be decorating after this video. So yeah, we'll have a little Christmas tree in here, and this is kind of like where we'll celebrate, like I said, birthdays, things like that.
This is
Nice
awesome.
little kitchen. Yeah, they did such a great job with all this. And you want to head on up to go to the
continue on. And then phase 3, I'm guessing, is the outside.
Yep, you got it. So phase 3 was the exterior, and we'll really go into that, more details on that when we get to that side of it. But yeah, exterior, and that's what we see from Spawn. That's what, the players can see when they're not, the players that are not able to be in the build. It gives them a good idea of what it looks like inside just by the way we did the exterior. So
and there's
more little
Spawn
hangout
there.
areas. That it is. There's the pool from this side. So a lot of areas. This one I'm going to have to ask you to fly up a little bit and give a good angle, because this is a pool table. Yep.
That looks awesome.
It is such a great job.
Makes me want to play.
All right. And then if we come through here, we've got some popcorn. You're definitely going to want to get some popcorn and sit back and watch a movie with us. So some of the cool things we can do here is, they have the features like the teleparties, the Netflix parties, things like that, where we can actually all sit and chill out and watch a movie together as a group. So with the pop-out screens, you put it right into that area. We're using these, teleparties, which makes, even with social distancing right now, we can still do these activities together.
So this works perfectly in conjunction with our Patreon Discord, where people can get together and talk and do things.
Exactly. Yep. Talk, hang out, do things like this. So this is another little outdoor area, and this, which you'll show a little more details of this later, but this is the entrance to the slide, the big rainbow slide, which is a really important part.
Such a great view.
Exactly. It is. So we've got a hamburger here over.
I know, everything about this place.
There's another Patreon member.
Everything about this place is making me hungry, making me want to live here.
I know, right? I was like, structure team, any chance of you building this in real life for me?
Yeah.
So pretty cool stuff.
And there's still a little bit more up, and then we can go outside.
Yes, there's still more up, exactly. This is up here. We have
like an atrium.
This is the
like
garden room. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, a garden room, and you can climb up and even see more up there, which is pretty cool. Or we can head in here and go to the library. This is a nice, quiet part. The
Grand Master Library.
Exactly, the Master Library. A lot of details. This is such a very important part of the build as well.
That's amazing. Look at that.
Came out really nice.
All right.
So
there's plenty of areas for people to hang out and do different things.
And there's some spots I'll say we're not going to show that are very secretive. So a couple of secret rooms, some access that you have to, if you know, you know.
Right. This is already getting to be a long video. If we showed everything in this whole house, it'd be like an hour-long video.
And there needs to be some secrets, right?
That's true.
Yep. You want to find out, you got to get in the house.
All right.
Should we go outside?
Let's go out the back.
Oh, did you notice the grandfather clock?
I saw that. I stopped for a second.
There's so many details that
the lamps with the amazing shades surrounding the grandfather clock is amazing details. Stuff I would never think about.
Same. All right, so let's head to the backyard. This is actually one of my favorite areas, is just how this is set up. So if we want to come over here, this has just a little sitting area. As you guys know, I'm always about the trees. So tree houses, anything with trees.
Couple of benches.
Just a nice little
which we can actually sit
spot.
in. Here we are, so having a seat.
Nice.
That's great.
And let's see. Let's go to. I'm gonna head over to the pond. If we go through we can go through the
follow
little
the trail.
Archway. Yeah, follow the trail. So we have a resident duck who's been with us since we first did our very first mock-up. So the duck made it over.
There's a name tag underneath us giving away one of the secrets already.
Yep, there's one of the little.
You can get under there.
You can get under there, exactly. And so we have this beautiful pond. We decided to condense a pond with a fountain. We just kind of put it all together. Worked out really nice.
It's beautiful.
Worked out nicely. Yep. And then if we head over here, so in the evenings, we like to hang out and over at the fireplace. It's a great place. We all hop on a call, can sit and talk, laugh, pretend to roast some s'mores or roast one of the Patreon members, whatever's on order that night. So, yep, nice little hangout area.
This would be great. I have it set to
Yeah,
daytime, but I mean, I imagine this is going to be
oh,
so
at night it's
picturesque at night.
beautiful. It really is. And we have a couple of swings here, a little hiding spot up in the tree, which I had to beg them for. Like, please give me a little tree house.
It's not
But
a
yeah,
proper mansion without a treehouse in the back.
exactly. You gotta have a tree house and a swing, and so this kind of separates. This is what we call like the serenity area, right? It's very tranquil. We relax on this side.
Yep.
But I mean, that's fun and all. But let's play some games, right?
Of course.
So if you head over here, we have golf. So you stand there, you
Patreon
get your
golf.
golf ball. Get your golf ball, and if we want to just fly up a little bit, just to kind of give a more overview of how this works. It's pretty fantastic. So we had some players build this as well. Obviously, like I said, all of this is Patreon members. They planned it all. They built it all, block by block. This was their build. So, but when you get a hole, in one or you score, fireworks go off. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, there goes some fireworks now.
Yep, there we go. So this is already being used quite heavily, which is so great to see.
That is awesome.
Yep. All right, so coming back over here, we'll go back to the main patio, and then we'll go into our third section. So
all right.
this is another popular area. This is an outside dance floor. As you know, we do love to dance.
Yep.
Sometimes dancing in real life is just not possible due to anxiety or physical abilities, and so here we dance. We have a great time, and music is important. So we have, the DJ booth again. We have the dance floor, and then if you get hungry, come sit down and we eat. So we have a table that fits a lot of us, and yeah, a little picnic area. So.
This is I need this in real life.
I know I need this whole thing in real life. Like, guys, I know there's 28 of you that built this, but I need you to come visit.
And then
and
volleyball.
of course, exactly what's an outdoor barbecue area and family time if you don't have volleyball net. So, yep, we got a volleyball net. We have a volleyball here. It's a fun area. So.
This is great.
All right, should we wrap this around and go to the front?
I think we should. Yeah, the path continues on, so you don't even have to go inside. You can just come straight out to the backyard and hang out. So we should mention, before we wrap this up, that being the Patreon house, this is exclusive to Patreon members of Autcraft that support the server. So all the other players that don't have the Patreon rank, they cannot come in here and hang out.
They can't, and it's hard. We do understand some players do feel a little bit left out, and we did a pretty good job explaining it, which is just really simplifying that this is a thank you and a gift from us to Patreon, because without Patreon, there wouldn't be an Autcraft. There wouldn't be the server that is at no cost for players.
Right.
So a lot of
all the worlds, all the things you get to do on the server are free. Because of Patreon people.
Exactly. And so, but just because it's free for everyone else doesn't mean there aren't costs involved. And so that has to come from somewhere. And we have such an amazing group of players, and some that are not players that just like to donate. But we have such an amazing group that does support us, and it keeps us going. And in turn, this is a little thank you to them. So yes, we understand it's hard, and I do feel bad that some players feel very left out, that they're not able to be here. But at the same time, they also understand that they're thankful that they get to play on the server for free every day. So it's a win-win, really.
And people can become patrons. This will be here for the future, and
exactly, it's not going anywhere, so it will be here.
All right, join me up on the water slide.
Oh, the water slide. Okay, sounds good. This is the slide we were showing. So
this is it.
The rainbow is very important to Autcraft, and so having it come out of a cloud and into the water sounds amazing. So you ready?
Here we go. I'm gonna head down first. I'm gonna spin around and see you coming down. Awesome.
So we've had some fun with this. I'll say that. So, yep.
All right.
And a huge thank you really quickly to the Patreon members, because They built this. It took time. We did this in 6 weeks, which is pretty unheard of. And the first 2 weeks were nothing but mock-ups. So really, they did this in, I would say, 4.5 weeks. Each
28 members. 28 members. And it's
28 members. Yep. Structure team had 2 weeks. The interior team had 2 weeks. And the exterior team had 1 week, but they finished it in 4 days. So.
And this is the first project of many projects.
Exactly. First of many projects. So, exactly. And we're going to talk about that at the Christmas party today, so they'll be excited.
All right. Sounds wonderful. I think that's everything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us if you're on the server or ask in the comments down below. We will answer all your questions about this and future things coming up. The link to become a patron will also be in the description below. This is exclusive to our Patreon rank, which means it's the $10 a month tier and up to get in. And that's it. I think that's it. So thank you very much, Blue, for the tour.
Yeah, thank you for including me.
All right.
And a huge thank you to the patrons.
Yes, thank you very much, patrons, for keeping Autcraft running, keeping Autcraft safe and free for all. Without your support, none of this would be possible. So thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. This is AutismFather. Oh, boy. We're gonna need a minute. We have technical difficulties.
I'm gonna go switch my laundry really fast just to like step away for a minute.
Yeah, go do something depressing so you can get all come back and be more chill.
My chair might make noise though.
All right, you ready?
Get all the farts out of my chair.
Get your chair farts out now.